Okay, good morning. It's must be January 20th, Sunday. It's 7:31 Texas time. We're in Raymondville, which we left the McDonald's at 7-Eleven. And what's the mileage, Bob? Tell me now.
2272.
2272. He's eating his Egg McMuffin. We left right on time. I wanted to leave the park by 7, and we left the park by 7. We tossed and turned. I turned the furnace off. We turned the furnace on to get the chill out of the trailer. It's cold, like it's 52 here outside, but I bet you at the park it was more like 48. Well, in the trailer it was probably more like 48 because the dampness stays in those trailers. Anyway, so as you know, we're on our way home. We hope to get to Texarkana or Hope, Arkansas. That was our. We got to Hope, Arkansas on our second night, and Texas is a big state, so we could have made it all the way to Harlingen, but we would have come in at 7 o'clock at night, which we didn't want to do that. Mind you, 7 o'clock at night isn't really pitch black, but regardless, we stayed at Refugio or some goofy little hick town like that. Just 2 hours. It was all day, and yeah, just 2 hours out of the park. So today, we have no colds. It's a Sunday. Hopefully we'll have no trouble going through Houston. So we'll get to. If we can get to Arkansas, if we can get through the state of Texas, we're doing good. Now then tomorrow's drive will be different because we're cross country tomorrow to go to I-75. Because Bowling Green, Kentucky, that was our first night. But we hardly drove at all the first day because Bob was so sick. I'm not saying we'll get any further than Bowling Green, Kentucky, because it depends on the traffic. Ideally, we would like to, we're expecting to do it in 3 days, just like coming down. So that means we'll get home, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon. But we could very well likely get home Tuesday night. But I want to do some shopping in Detroit. Well, not necessarily Detroit, Bowling Green, Kentucky. As long as we're around the vicinity of I-75, where we don't have to worry about where we are, I'm okay. The car is packed like you wouldn't believe. Bob can't see out his rear view mirror, which is a little disturbing. But he's used to a truck, so he can look out his side mirrors. Ideally, though, the rear view mirrors, to get the blind spots is what you need. Anyways, well, it was impossible. Maybe tonight, if we pull in and it's still good daylight, we'll try to rearrange things because this packing was horrible. Like, only because we filled up this trailer, we filled up with food, and then decided to go home. It was like, and I gave away all of our meat. I threw out so much stuff that was still good. But it wouldn't have lasted the 3-day trip. So it's so funny. We're bringing back more groceries than we brought. But that's because I refused to throw that stuff out. So, and then we bought stuff. But you should see all these chimeneas I want to buy for $29. But there's no room for a chimenea. It would either be me or the chimenea. And if I stay in my miserable mood, Bob will say, the chimney is going, you're staying. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Anyways, so we're on the road again. Bob's going to have his coffee. I'm going to get it all set up for him. We're in no hurry, but focus on a Wednesday arrival at the latest. We have to email Pares, our next door neighbor, to let them know that to expect a car in the driveway Then we'll have no internet for 6 nights. But we'll make a night, we'll go to Chatham, we'll call Paul. We have cell phones. I can start calling people when we get into Windsor, because I've got my cell phone with me. I can turn it on. We'll call Paul to see what night is good for him, for us to come. Yeah, but it's only good in the States. Well, our track phone's only good to find out what night's good for him to visit.
Call before we arrive.
Sure. Anyway, so we'll work our visits around Paul, because Paul being in Chatham, and I don't want to spend the night in Chatham. I'm not I can't get up and go easily. I got to go home and focus on packing a 50-pound suitcase, which will be easier than filling up a Dodge Journey, because when you got the room, you say, oh, I can bring this, I can bring that. Whereas when you go to Mexico, it's cut and dry. It either fits into your suitcase or it doesn't. But see, I asked Ernie, I emailed Ernie, and I said, is my hair setter there, my blow dryer, a fan? She said no to all 3. So that means I have to go out and buy a travel hair dryer. I'm not going to bring my great big hair dryer, which I've got with me. I might get away with hot rollers, because I'm doing this style where it's like blow, dry, and go. Anyways, I'm just yammering on here. It's 7 minutes. Okay, so I get Bob his coffee, and we'll check in probably when we stop for the night or take off in the morning. Okay, safe travels for us. Bye-bye.